Hello. The time is 11:47 p.m. Did I miss a day? Why, yes. Yes, I did. Am I still going? Why, yes. I am persistent. My name is Raymond Arturo Perez, and I am a unemployed TV writer, but a writer nonetheless. In 2019, I received my MFA in screenwriting from one of the greatest film schools. What's up, Alex? One of the greatest film schools in the world, AFI Conservatory. Shortly thereafter, was staffed on my first show and was admitted into the Writers Guild of America. In 2021, my script, The Only Gay in Waco, was named as one of the 10 best unproduced queer scripts by Out in Hollywood. In 2022, I made it into the Sony Pictures Television Diverse Writers Group program. In 2023, I made it into the STARS Writers Intensive program in collaboration with NALIP and NFMLA. In 2024, I think I got some of these dates wrong, y'all. I shot a short. I'm a writer, director, producer alongside an amazing team. That film is called White Space. Debuts next year. And in 2025, thank you. I think we will see each other again, Alex. In 2025, I applied to the Project Involve program by Film Independent, and my 5-page writing sample about two guys who reconnect after their breakup at a burrito shop caught the attention of the program leads, the program manager, and that got me into the program for this year. So one of my next projects is also called Training Wheels, and it's a short film that I wrote, directed by Lorena Escandon, produced by Nora Bernard, Eduardo Aires Suarez, and also just another great team. Today, long-winded, but I'm excited to talk about community. That's what I was going to cover today in my live, and about the importance of finding community. And it's important to build your own community on your own, but there's also tons of great organizations in Los Angeles that I look to that build great community for folks working in the film and television industry. And so I'll start off by telling you that my first job in the industry was the National Association of Latino Independent Producers, or NALIP for short. I was their annual summit coordinator for 2015's summit. And basically what I did was I programmed a ton of panels, including their first queer-focused panel the morning after the SCOTUS decision to allow gay marriage, as well as plug in folks from studios, networks, production companies, literally over 98, I forgot what the exact number was now, but over 98 executives or talent in front or behind the camera. Our keynote speakers that year were Eva Longoria, and it was great. And working behind the scenes to make that program happen was super incredible. I really, really love programming. I really love putting events together. It's something that I constantly do because I love building community as well. And now being kind of an alum of NALIP, it's been really great to go back. I feel like I've earned my stripes, though you don't have to earn anything. And I really do think, like, when I returned to NALIP's media summit, I believe the year was 2019. It just felt like between 2015 and 2019, a lot of the folks that I met over the years that were entering the industry at the same time I was were like getting their rhythm. Like whether that was a writer getting into the guild, whether that was a trainee becoming an agent or manager, whether that was an assistant becoming a junior exec. It was just really incredible, and it really is like we are all in this together for better and for worse. And I think NALIP does a really great job of build it and they will come. And the coolest people come from inside the studio system and from outside the studio system. It's really, really nice. I think there are two other organizations that I really wanted to highlight. I think Outfest for me has been such a great space that, again, feels so inclusive and intentional. When I moved out here, actually, that first panel that I created, or not first panel that I created, but that panel that I created that was focused on queer folks was in collaboration with Outfest. And so I worked closely with Lucy Mukherjee Brown, who may not go by Lucy, but at the time was named, was going by Lucy, and was incredible, as was the rest of the team. And it was really badass to know that like a festival that championed queer cinema and queer filmmakers was also Oscar qualifying. They're on their way back up after a hiatus, but I will say that that's an organization that I really look to as folks that are doing the work. And then lastly, and most recently, I already kind of shouted them out already, but New Filmmakers LA, NFMLA. They are another organization that is spearheaded by Larry LeBeau. That, I don't know how that, and everyone says this about Larry, but I do not know when that man sleeps. I don't know how he finds the time of day. I don't know how he finds the time in the day, but he somehow finds it, elongates it, and does so much. And what I love about that organization is it also feels super intentional, and it also feels like it's seeing the discrepancies in the industry, and it says, no, we need to give more, and like both money, time, and other forms of investment into the writers. Let's do programs for the writers. Let's do programs for directors. Let's give grants to filmmakers. Let's give grants to underrepresented communities. Let's champion every month a segment of filmmakers that maybe isn't getting the spotlight that they need. And time again, I am impressed, reignited, and it's another space that when you walk in, you're like, oh, it's vibes here. Like, the music's going, there might be some libations, and the movies are great. I went to, I think it was at the end of last year, there was a program with narratives centered on Middle Eastern folks and Middle Eastern filmmakers. And there's this black and white short film that I just keeps popping into my head. That same day, they showed this other short. What's up? Oh my goodness! How are you? Also, teach me how to play trumpet. Trumpet Puppies in the chat. Long story long, they had this beautiful short film about two girls in their journey to get their last playing card signed by this Brazilian player, and amidst this journey, amidst this journey, the lead character gets her period, and they're kind of both like, oh snaps, like what do we do? And as they go to their mom for help, their mom is like super drunk in the stands. She's kind of been like an absent parent this whole time, and so it just all goes to smithereens. And in that moment, the mom feels like she's been a disappointment, feels like she needs to like really rise to the occasion. And so you see the mom in the middle of a soccer game run into the field. It's insane. And they shot that, a short film. Anyway, there's another short. All to say, I'm losing the plot here, and this is way too long-winded. But all to say that there are organizations that are doing the work, that are building community, that are championing folks, that are supporting folks, that are investing money and time and energy, and people out here both working independently and in the studio system, people that are working independently that want to get into the studio system, people unemployed, people like looking for mentorship. And so I just really urge you, and I mentioned this in a previous one, but any aspect of who you are, there is probably an organization that supports you. There are ways to get involved in things, not just about the industry, but about causes you care about, hobbies you love. And the reality is so much of the industry is here in Los Angeles that even if you're not super focused on networking, if you go out and volunteer on the weekends, there's chance that one of the folks there is also in the industry. And so that's what today's about. Yeah.